Well, hello, and welcome to Cozy Couch Corner again for another episode of Coffee and Cards. Nearly forgot what I called it then. I'm still on the coffee because I opened it ages ago and I've got to drink it up. And then I stopped drinking it. I do drink it quite weak, but I still after a bit, the caffeine will just go straight to my head. Oh, probably should have had it this morning. I needed perking up. It's been a grey, wet, cold day today. And when I thought about coming to do this, it just got darker. And we've had some lovely sunrises, but not this morning. No, it just decided it was going to grey. It was just going to grey all day. It's not windy though, so that's a bonus. Oh, because it had been properly windy before. But yeah, there was a bit of brightness trying to get through. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the solstice. Oh, I can never wear me hat even, do I? Looking forward to the solstice when we're going to start going back the other way, when it will start getting longer days and more hours of daylight. Because trying to get myself to do stuff anyway is tricky, and I know sort of nature-wise, winter's a rest period, but it's like, but I've still got things to do that I need to get done, and I could usually get a few things done, but when it's dark, especially sort of just wet and cold, I just trying to do anything. It just seems so much harder. So my body's just going, no, it's hibernation. I was just thinking, I wonder if people hibernate or used to hibernate. And then I remembered there was it somewhere in France, there were sheep farmers on stilts. It sounds made up. And they used to hibernate over winter. They used to all share a bed and hibernate. I don't blame them. I'd have to look that one up to see if that's true. Because the sheep didn't have stilts, did they? I mean, if they're sheep farming in a swamp, right? How are the sheep going to manage? They can't have wet feet all the time. That's no good for them. I wouldn't have thought. So, I'm not sure how that worked. Really should have looked it up, I think. Make sure they weren't telling me porcupines. That was on a telly programme, that was. Might have been QI. And they're usually pretty accurate, but just in case it wasn't, I ought to go and look it up, really. Yes, did the sheep have stilts? I'm just imagining sheep on stilts now. On that note, probably better get on with the tarot. Right. I think I'm going to light fire after this. I'm wondering why I didn't light it already. I usually wait till it gets dark. Okay. What message do you have for us for Tuesday, the 16th of December, 2025? Please. If you can hear knocking, that's my neighbour. Oh, there we are. That way. No, that way. Okay. Which one's that? Ooh. Page. Oh, it's glary. Page of coins. There we go. Are we having this one? Okay. The Hanged Man. No, that's it then. Right. Let's see where we go with this. Okay, so let's have some more coffee before it gets cold. All right, page coins. Yeah, pages can be sort of youthful enthusiasm, similar to the Fool. So off on a journey. Are they skipping? No. Are they dancing? Just kind of hopping along. Right. A bit lighter. A bit more joyful. A bit more childlike. A bit more playful. As we journey on, as we move forward. And I was thinking about yesterday's cards where we trudged up the side of a mountain and we were on a plateau, and then we were going to be leaping forward over obstacles. And later I was thinking that kind of feels like this year, and then we get a bit of a respite and like slow trudging uphill. Then we're having a bit of a respite, and then next year, and especially when we get into halfway through February, the Chinese New Year of the Fire Horse, because we had that night that was leaping over obstacles, and there was definitely with the wind behind us, so it's more dynamic, more speed. And at the moment, we're moving forward. We're not moving forward with speed, but not really slowly. But it's a bit more, like I said, it's a bit more playful, a bit more childlike. I think sometimes we can get bogged down, and sometimes we can start taking things too seriously. And that's not to say that there aren't serious things happening, but we have to remember how to get back to joy. And joy is often in childish things, in spontaneity, in just making up a song, making up a tune, making up a dance. You can dance whether you've got music or not. Dancing's really good for your nervous system and your brain. And don't try and dance like you're at a disco and everyone's watching, and you have to dance something perfect like a choreography. Explore how you can move. I know I've got a twingy back, so it's like some moves I go, oh right, not do that again. Got a twingy bit. Eventually it'll work itself out and the twingy bit will have gone. But yeah, I'm a bit limited to what I can do with it, twinginess. But it's, yeah, finding that joyful childlikeness again. And behind them in this card is the sun shining. And the sunshine is the happy, successful card. Happiness, success. I've got all our wildest dreams coming true. So that's what we're going towards. And we might not be going really fast right now, but it's making it a bit lighter, a bit more jolly. And then we get back onto the hangman. And the hangman can be a pause. And for some of us, there's a pause. And we had that sort of, there is a kind of a respite in there, but we never truly stop, do we? We're still going on with life, aren't we? But also, more so, it's a different perspective, isn't it? And sometimes, especially when things get us bogged down, or we feel stuck or stagnant, or we just think everything's crap. It's finding a different perspective, finding a different way of looking at things, reframing things. I heard a wonderful one on social media, and I don't know that I can find it again. it was a something or other which was in the title of the person, and they were reframing housework to make it sound far more interesting and just like it's a quest in an in an adventure novel or a fantasy novel or something. And it was brilliant. I wish I'd saved it. It was just fab. And then she was answering questions. People could put in the job they wanted to sound more exciting, like how piece of housework or whatever. And she was rewriting it. It was great. It was great. And that's just a reframe, and it's still like the same. We still have to go and do the washing up. It was something like cleansing the sacred vessels, or there's a bit more involved in that. But it was reframing it because it changes the way we feel about it, and that can be really helpful. So yeah, especially at this time when there's some yucky things going on, it's trying to focus on things around that are positive. Nature, if we've got nature around, you might, even if you're in the northern hemisphere, I think I'm in the northern hemisphere, even though it's winter here, I can still go out and find flowers. I'm amazed I can go out and find flowers still, but I can still go out and find flowers. And that cheers me up. A chink of blue sky, a bit of sunshine here and there, the odd rainbow, sheep, cows, green fields, sea, coastal things, whatever things you like. Maybe it's a nice comforting hot chocolate or just perk it up a bit. Yeah, find the things that support you, um, and feel good. There we are then.